Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be doing another current household video with you guys. I hope that you won't mind. A little bit of redundancy here since I did do one not recently, but in like the recent videos list. It's only a couple of videos back. As you guys know, I have not made a video in around a month now. I think that's where we are at the moment. We are right about at a month. And I just wanted to go ahead and address any, like questions that I've been getting and basically explain what has been going on with me in that whole realm of situation. So basically, if I'm just being completely straightforward and honest with you guys, as you know, I live on my own, and I do YouTube, and I have a job in real life, and I am a student as well. So when I moved out on my own, I was somewhat dependent on some of the income that I got from YouTube. But unfortunately, some of that income decreased with time. It happens. Not a big deal. It's whatever. Not a big deal. It just happens. It's the fluctuations of the time of the year and stuff like that. And it just got to the point where I was like, well, look, I need to be able to, afford things without depending on YouTube. So I started, what basically happened is I took my hands off of YouTube for a little while and just went straight into figuring out what I needed to do to get a different kind of job. So I was working more to kind of help myself out at that moment, and I was also applying and going to interviews for other jobs. So what wound up happening is I got a job. I'm now working as a waiter or a server at Longhorn and making a lot more money than I was making before. So now I'm independent of YouTube for income, if that makes sense. So I spent this past month doing all of those things, getting myself set up in real life, and the major thing that was time consuming was doing the training at Longhorn while also finishing up my time with Chili's. So I was basically working double shift after double shift after double shift, and then I was having to go to school and then finding time to do my schoolwork and also finding time to sleep and rest and things like that. So I really the past month, I have not had the time or the energy to really do anything related to YouTube. And that's why I really just kind of took my hands off of it. And I was just like, you know what? Let it be what it is. And I decided to I just decided to let it go for a minute because I think it was what was best for me. I don't regret the decision, but I do regret that I worried so many of you guys. I am so sorry about that. I did not expect y'all to get that worried about it. For the majority of this month, I really didn't check the comments. I really took my hands off YouTube. I was completely focused on other things. But when I came back and like some of my YouTube friends were kind of telling me like, girl, your viewers are freaking out. I felt really bad about it. And I tried to reply to some of you guys when I found out about that. But yeah, I am totally fine. Everything's good. I'm going in a much better direction now. I'm very happy about it. And yeah, I think everything's going to be okay, but I'm not at all done or washing my hands of YouTube. Like I am totally 100% still in it with you guys. I love to do the videos for y'all. And I think I really needed this break to kind of refresh myself as well. I was getting really bogged down, and I think now I'm in a better position and a better place to do better videos for y'all. So all of that being said, what we are doing today, like I said at the beginning of the video, is we are doing a current household. And this is not the current household that I did before. The other one was the Doan household. This one in particular is the Korsgard household. So one thing I should go ahead and mention off the bat is that this is also kind of my sim self family. When the game first came out, You guys probably saw me stream it at one point because I did do one stream where I was playing my sim self and Sim Tony, which is my boyfriend, if y'all don't know. I made them in both me and him in The Sims 4, and I was playing them, and I actually wound up making them kind of like my family. So here is what we're looking at as far as the genealogy, the family tree, which I absolutely adore that they put this back in the game. You have no clue how happy that makes me. Anyway, so here is my sim self. If you look, you can see we've got Tony here and me. I made just some random ass names. We're dead, as you can see. But here are our children. So our youngest is Anne. We have our oldest, Stefan, followed by Caleb, then Luca, who I'm playing now. I'm playing him and his family right now. And then we have Antonio, and then Anne is the very youngest. Basically, I had her and Tony have 5 kids because I refused to stop until they had a girl. And at long last, our final one was a girl. Now, I haven't played with them in a while, so they all look kind of wonky, but whatever, bear with me. Excuse me. Okay. So, Caleb was actually the very first to like get married and start a family. And Caleb is the second oldest, right? Yes. Caleb is the second oldest. And this is his beautiful wife, Kaylin Hare, and their 3 children. Helena is mine and Tony's, I guess, first grandchild. That sounds kind of weird, but like, you know what I'm trying to say here. It's just for funsies. This was totally a for funsies family. I didn't really put much thought or effort into it. So they had their first grandchild here, Helena. She's beautiful, absolutely stunning. Then they had 2 twins, Argus and Yvette. Yvette is a very dark-skinned young lady, but I think that's probably because Kaylin's mother is more dark-skinned, so it kind of went through, you know, all that good stuff. But it's just kind of funny that she's got blonde hair, but she's like got darker skin tone. It's kind of funny, but you know, whatever. It's a what do you call it? It's a uniqueness. There we go. So anyways, over to where we are now. Luca is the son that I decided to continue on with and play with him. He's an artist. He's a very artistic person. He has amassed all this money, all this fortune to buy this beautiful house for them. Everything. He made the money himself through painting. He is a very successful, creative, wonderful painter. Sorry, my phone thinks it hears me say, "Hey Siri" all the time, and I don't. I didn't say that at all, phone. But anyway, he's a very successful painter. He makes big freaking bucks from it. And so they've been able to live very comfortably. He met Serena when he was, you know, first starting out in his career, first starting out with, you know, really selling his artwork and all that good stuff. And they fell in love almost instantaneously, you know. They had that really sweet, that really innocent, true, deep love between them. And I thought that was really cute. And they're very happy together, which makes me very happy. But as time went on, Luca kind of got a little too self-involved. You know what I'm saying? You know, it happens to the best of us. You know, you'll get a little, what's the word I'm looking for? A little big-headed. You know, as he became more and more successful, he did start to get a little bit of a bloated head syndrome. And he stopped paying as much attention to Serena. And now Serena she was a stay-at-home mom. She still is very much like a housewife and all that stuff. And when they had their first girls, Alina and Sky are twins, and they're actually identical, and they're beautiful. I love them. When they had their girls, things started to kind of fray between the 2 of them. I mean, Luca was involved with their childhood. Like, he tried to be there for them. He really tried to be a part of it. But excuse me, for some reason whenever I get to talking, I tell you what, I get so yawny just from talking. It's what the hell, y'all? Y'all just gonna chat there while he's going to the potty? Oh, okay, that's totally normal. Sure. Anyways, Luca got a little less attentive to his wife, and that made her become a little bit more depressed. It caused some tension between them, and Luca met this woman named Davina. Now, Davina was just absolutely beautiful. I mean, she is quite breathtakingly beautiful. But the best part about it is, like, she doesn't know that. She doesn't know she's beautiful. She's one of those type of people who are humble and you don't understand why. You know what I mean? You look at them and you're like, damn, you could have totally turned out differently, you know? So he met her, and she was so fun and so laid back and so different from what he had to go home to. You know, it's a very typical type of situation for a man to get in when he meets a woman that is just different, and it's easy to kind of get absorbed in that. And he did. He totally did. He cheated on his wife, sadly enough. It was a more than one time thing, but it wasn't like a serial thing. Like, they really only spent time together a few times. But all it takes is a few times, and Davina became pregnant. But not only did she become pregnant, she had triplets. So these are Luca's triplets with Davina, who is seen right here. And we have Marielle, Gordon, and Carly. And I didn't name them, but those are actually some really nice names, right? I didn't choose those names, but they came out very nice. Good names, if I do say so myself. So, Luca just really tried to, push that under the rug. He is just pretending 125% that is not something that is real. He has literally met his triplets with Davina once and has not seen them again since. She has been blowing up his phone, even pays visits to the house, and scares the crap out of him when she does, to try and get him to be more involved with their children. But he values the lifestyle that he has right now much more than being a part of those kids' lives. So, that all being said, they had one more son together fairly shortly after Alina and Sky came. We have Jamie down here. He is a cutie pie. He just became a teenager, and I am so shocked by how handsome he is. Like, he's a handsome little boy, isn't he? He's gonna be a very good looking man. But anyways, they had Jamie, and when Jamie was still fairly young is when this depression and like the reality really started to settle in on Serena. She started to really feel the distance between her and her husband, and she was just desperate for some kind of companionship, some kind of attention, for heaven's sake. I mean, she's a stay-at-home mom. It's not like she meets people. Her closest friends are her flowers here. This is her little garden up here. And so her main thing was she needed something. She needs somebody to be there for her. And it just so happens that they live next door to the most eligible bachelor in their family, Luca's biggest brother, Stefan, who is the oldest child of the 5 of them, of Luca's siblings. And Stefan lives right here in this house, and, they're next door neighbors, and he came over and would help out with the kids sometimes, and sometimes she'd just go over there and have a drink with him and watch some TV when everybody's asleep or when Luca's kind of handling things and all that good stuff. And, well, Serena had a time of weakness. She wasn't getting the attention from her husband that she wanted. She felt very lonely. So in her moment of weakness, she had an affair with Stefan, Luca's big brother. And from that affair came our little boy, Sawyer. Now, Sawyer is obviously, he even looks like Stefan. I know y'all haven't seen Stefan. Maybe I can bring him in here at some point. But this little boy, he even looks like him. He looks like his dad. Like, pretty much to a T. It's really funny. But my girl, Serena, has managed to completely play it off that it is Luca's child. So Luca has no idea. that Sawyer is not his son. Now, all that being said, Stefan, Sawyer's father and Luca's brother, does have an inkling. He has an idea. Serena has never told him, but the boy looks like him. And like the older he gets and the more Stefan spends time with him, he can just tell. But at the same time, he doesn't want to lose his brother. And like, because Lord knows if his brother found out, he would never speak to Stefan again. And he also doesn't want to ruin their family. So he will never interject, but he does try to spend some time with them. So that, guys, is my crazy freaking story with this current household. If you guys want to kind of have a tour of the house, I've been kind of just floating around here, but we can go on a little toursy tour, can't we? So this is like this weird hallway that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. This used to be the formal dining room, which I turned into another bedroom for Sawyer because we didn't have enough bedrooms. So this is our little bedroom here for Sawyersies. So we're just gonna kind of go through here. We got the back door. Let's go on through these. We've got our lovely kitchen. Not a very open concept house here, but I kind of like it. You know, I'm digging it. We got another back door here. If we turn around, that is the front door. A little bit of a shelving area here. And then we have got the office area, which is where Luca also does a lot of his painting. His daughter, Sky, one of the twins, is actually also big into creativity and painting. And we've got like a little kids table here, which I thought was so freaking cute when I first came into the house. So over here, this is Sky passing us right now, actually. And we've got the little living area, which I think is so beautiful, so clean, super cute. Got my boy Jamie here just kind of, you know, having some television time. Got a couple cluttery items over there. Staircase is right here. This is just the bathroom. Nothing too interesting there. So we're just going to go on upstairs. And there's my girl Serena coming downstairs probably to get some breakfast. So right in here is the girls' room. These are the twins' room. I think it's so cute. We got the lights up there. It's just really nice. It's very clean. They got a little computer there. It's very girly. Love it. And then right over here, we've got this kind of little bar thing that my girl gets to kind of play with. This is Jamie's room, although a lot of the times you'll find the girls in here and all kinds of things. Doing things they should not be doing. So this is Jamie's room right here. And then we're going to go through this door. And I believe, yep, this is the master bedroom. This is Luca's and Serena's room. It's so nice. Like, it's just how they set this up, the vanity and everything. Super nice. I did not make this house, just like as a disclaimer. I did not make this. I never make my houses. I can't build or decorate for crap, and y'all know that. So if you see me touring a house, it's not mine. Trust me. I'll try to give credit to whose house it is. And this is the upstairs bathroom. Very nice. Got that industrial feel to it. Beautiful bathtub. It's just absolutely stunning. I love this house, but unfortunately, I think we may be outgrowing it. So, yeah, we may have to wind up leaving her pretty soon. But that is the house for us, guys. And I think that pretty much concludes this current household. I want to thank y'all so much for watching. Thank you so much for being patient with me and sticking with me. Those of you who have through all this time that I haven't been uploading. Y'all are literally the best. And thank you for worrying about me. So sweet of you guys. I love y'all so much. And I am so sorry that I have been gone for so long without a word. I would be very mad at me if I were you, but please forgive me nonetheless. So anyways, guys, I will go ahead and stop her right here. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe if you have not already. And I will see y'all the next time in whatever video I make. Thanks, guys. Mwah. Bye-bye.